Orientation is locked. Oh, okay. I have to do it this way. Hello everybody. How are you all doing? Just going to turn this off. Do I really have to do it this way? I'd like to do it this way. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. It's not going to update. So. Let's see if it does it. I'm just looking on the laptop. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Fantastic, there we go. How's everyone doing? I'm just following along on my other YouTube account. Whoa, yeah, that works. Colin Hendra says, whoa. Suppose I don't need to hear myself. 5 people. Hello, how are you doing? Happy New Year. How's it going? I'm going to listen to myself, actually. Oh, I can hear myself even. First time. 5 people. Hello. Okay, that works. I've done my special test. I thought I'd be able to do landscape on the phone. Apparently not. Don't mind me, I'm just drinking out my official fan club mug, which I'm going to do periodically throughout the video. Hello, Darth Vader. How are you doing? Captain Crookleg, hello, hello. How have you been? How's everyone been? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We all had a good Christmas or seasonal period. Has it been good? Has it been all right? I've had a good one. It's been quite relaxing. Stan the salesman says, hi everyone. Hello Adam, how you doing? This is where I'm going to get confused between who's who. Everyone has a different username just because you like to confuse me. Adam, you're a fan club member, aren't you? I'm just going to guess. I'm pretty sure I recognise Adam as a fan club member. Is there any other fan club members present? I knew you were. Should have been more confident. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Any more fan club members? Hello. I mean, it's not just a fan club. Hello to everyone. Got a fan club on the mind, on the mug, and on the t-shirt. Yeah, you should get one. You'll have your links. There's a special secret store for fan club people. Anyway. If you haven't subscribed already, this would be a good time to do so. I know, it's been a year, I think, since the last live stream. Live stream? I'll do a live stream if you want. Live stream. I think it was the 31st of January, I think that's what I saw today when I looked. Well, there's now like a tab, because we're an official artist YouTube channel. I saw there's a tab that says live. And it said 31st of January, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, we are back. Well, I say we. Me and myself. I was thinking today, which is a bit of a thought inception. I was thinking, I talk to myself quite a lot. I was thinking about how much I was talking to myself about how much I talk to myself. I was like, is this normal? I talk to myself all day. It's like I'm like an introvert who like externally processes. It's so weird. I have to say everything. Oh, I talk to myself. Like if I'm on my own, and there's no one there. It's like, well, it's just me. I'm gonna make this a little bit. Let me just see that nicely. Yeah. We probably all do it, don't we? Oh, right. 17 people. It's like back with a bang here, isn't it? Like we did get more than that. It's like the select few that want to partake in whatever this is. I have this special drumstick pen. I thought I'd instantly lost it. It's a pen, but it's a drumstick. One day it's going to break from drumming. I've written a list. This is how organised I am. I didn't finish it, so I'm not that organised. I wrote like, oh, we've got some gigs booked in. I should probably like write them down. But I started writing the list, and I realised that the things on the list, I was like, oh, we can't actually announce that. We're not contractually allowed to say that we're doing that. So there's like 3 shows. It's a funny thing, it's like, oh, we've got loads of stuff going on. And like, oh yeah, I can't announce half the shows because they've not been announced yet. I'll just say like there's like 3 there. I think there's only, what date's Muscle Rock? It's like 1st or the 3rd of June or something. I think we're on the 2nd or something. Let's look it up while we're here. Let's look it up. June. I'm writing the list. It looks like it's gonna be the 3rd of June. So I can announce 3 gigs. Just like to give you the news. The latest. Hello, Captain Crookleg. That's great to hear. Thank you very much. I'm glad you love the band. You wouldn't be here for any other reason, would you? Not here for me, are you? First live stream. Thank you very much. Greetings and welcome too. Go on, tell us. We can keep a secret, except it's going to be on the internet. Greetings from the Netherlands. Where's everyone from? I always find this fascinating and also like blows my mind at the same time. I'm in UK, northwest Lancashire. If you didn't know, and you have no idea what you are, I'm Colin from Wytch Hazel, if you didn't know that already. You just stumbled onto this, like, what's going on? London. So we've got north and south of the UK sorted. Austria, Germany, Burton-on-Trent, Colorado, USA. Fabulous. You're like, it's like 3 p.m, isn't it? The fan club members told me this. Did I mention there's a Wytch Hazel fan club? I would be a terrible like marketing guy. I would just like annoy people like, have I mentioned this already? We're still waiting for you to tour Dallas, Texas and the United States. Me too. I'm waiting as well. It's 1 p.m. Oh, it's 1 p.m. in the USA. Depends where you are in the USA, probably, to be honest, doesn't it? Big place. This is just casually drinking my fruit tea. It's my fruit tea there. You know, fruit teas, you could have, you know, like coffee, tea, anything. Anything really. Anything you like. Whatever your beverage of choice is, do it in style. 2 p.m. Sun is out. Oh, nice one. Well, it's dark and I think it's not quite as rainy as before in Lancashire. And yeah, it has felt like it's just rained. Anyone, well, probably in the UK or mainly the north of the UK, has been like, yep, it's just rained for, I don't know, all Christmas. Been a good Christmas though anyway, nonetheless. Anyway, I should carry on with the news. What's the news? What's the latest with Wytch Hazel? Well, I don't know. I got as far as we're doing some gigs. If you would like me to read out a list of gigs, well, it doesn't matter whether you like it. This is what I planned. Next gig is Oh, in January, it's like basically a month away. It's in Morecambe. And it's at the Platform in Morecambe. That's the 7th of Feb. And it's a Tuesday night. So I'm not sure we've ever done a gig on a Tuesday night, but we're going to on the 7th of February at the Platform in Morecambe. Next gig is 18th of March in Switzerland. So we're going from a Tuesday night in Morecambe to co-headlining a Swedish Christian metal festival in Switzerland. That'll be Saturday the 18th of March. Then we do a mystery gig in April. Eric, how's it going, man? How you doing? I'm just reading through a list of gigs because this is what I've written down. You got to plan ahead, haven't you? 3rd of June, Muscle Rock, Sweden. Very much looking forward to that. And then 2 mystery August shows. One is in Germany. One is very exciting, but I can't say anything about it. But you'll hear it eventually. It's very exciting. Live streams are back. HTML rules, dude. I love that username. Marcus, I'm not sure how to pronounce your surname. I'm going to say Rain. There is a big fan community in Germany. It's very much appreciated. Love the Germans. Love you all. What bands are you touring with? So in Switzerland, we're not touring at all at the moment. We haven't done any, we haven't got any planned tours. We're doing festival dates. Festival dates or one-off shows. So the 7th of Feb in Morecambe is a one-off show with Heathen Kings from the UK. Switzerland we're playing with, I want to say Crystal Ball or Millennial Rain. I can't remember which one we're co-headlining with, to be honest. I should probably know that. Who else is playing? There's some other cool bands actually, but I think they're all Christian metal bands. So that should be exciting. I like that idea. We've never done that sort of thing before, so we don't usually do that. So anyway, I remember doing this a year ago. Like, I'm answering one question and I'm looking, why do I do this? There's something wrong with me. Like, I'm at angelic forces, yeah. So like, I'm answering one question and I'm, as well as speaking, and I'm reading another sentence. I'm like, just do one thing at a time. Anyway, so, hello, more fan club members. Yes, I like the live streams. It's good to be back. Greetings from USA. Blessings to Wytch Hazel and Rock On. Thank you very much. Angelic Forces, yep. Haunt is putting on a festival. Oh, cool. Haunt's putting on a festival. Nice. And they're looking for a few additional bands. Come on, let's do this. Oh, it's so expensive, man. I mean, I'd love to. At the same time, this is so like, it's one of those things like, oh yeah, we could do like a one-off show in the USA. It would be unbelievably expensive, and then we'd have to like pay for the visas and stuff. It might be worth it if there's enough money. And then, but then it'd be like, well, we're in the USA, we should probably do it all. It's like, let's make the use. So yeah, I don't know. I thought we would fly in for a US show. I mean, it's like a day's traveling anyway. So it would be like, right, yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. But we're getting there. I think we just move we move forwards, but we just move like a snail's pace. I think we'll probably get there. We need to get you a Hell's Heroes. Oh, that lineup's pretty good. It's probably quite expensive lineup, but I'm not sure they're going to pay like Wytch Hazel like $5,000 or something to get us there. I don't know how much it costs. Anyway, at least we've got somewhere to stay. Eric's got his house ready for us. Absolutely. Get your records, get them signed. Let's do it. Thanks for buying our albums. That's incredible. I love it. Every time someone's like, "I've bought your CD," I'm like, "Whoa!" Love it. It's so cool. Right, I'm just like sitting properly. Not sure whether you're aware, if you've just joined us, there is a fan club. I don't know whether it's in the description. I feel like I put it in the description. You click show more. Oh, there's a link there. Look at that link. Look at this. I can like post it now. If I just go like this. Whoa. Does it click? No, it doesn't. Oh well. It was worth a go. I need to buy a CD player first. Heard them all, such a breath of fresh air. Had to have them. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you think so. Aha. How many fan club members have we got? Raise your hands, your virtual hands. Is that a Zoom? That's a Zoom thing, isn't it? Little hand thing. It's like a blue hand, isn't it, on Zoom? So we've got Lou Yardley. Greetings, fan club contingent at this stage, isn't it? Stan, hello, Stan the man. I'm going to call you Stan the man. I've just decided just now. Whoa, how many? 1, 2, 3. I think there was, I've lost track. I'm like Dory, I've got a short memory for these things. I'm sure there was more, but anyway. 26 people already. We're back in the game here, aren't we? 26 people are willing to sit up on a Monday night. Oh, I suppose it's not all, like you said, you're from different places. Or a sunny afternoon. Or Headbangers Open Air. That'd be cool. We've not played that, have we? I don't book Wytch Hazel shows anymore. That's because I tell you, I didn't do a good job of it. I used to be the booking agent for Wytch Hazel. Oh, gosh. I made a right pig's ear of that. Is there a fan club in the Netherlands? It's like a worldwide fan club. We have this. We have a chat room using an app called Discord. If you haven't heard it before, but it's called Discord. I'd been on Discord before, I think, for like a game or something. But it's a worldwide fan club. First live ever that I wasn't in a meeting. Oh wow. Oh yeah, you used to join like whilst at work. How many people did that? What are you doing? Don't get fired because you watched me. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Oh dear. Any cool? I've got some stories from playing Keep It True. I'm not sure whether they're cool stories. I mean, one cool story was we were eating our lunch, and then I'm not sure it's a cool story. It was just a sight to behold. But we were like, oh, we were just like eating our lunch, and then like, what's his name? Biff Byford came in. We were like, oh, Biff's in the corner, and then why have I forgotten his name? He opened the door for me, and we had a chat in the toilets, which was random. Diamond Head guitarist, something Tate. Why does his name escape me? You'll all know. Guitarist in Diamond Head, plays a Flying V. He's called, drum roll, someone will know. Brian Tatler. It's not Jeff, and it's not Jeff Tate. I kept thinking it's not Jeff Tate. It's not. It's Brian Tatler. Anyway, Brian Tatler was lovely to me. He opened the door for me, and I was like, thanks for opening the door. And they were in the loos, and it was like, I went into the loo. I won't say what to do. He went into the loo, and he's like, oh, there's no loo rolls. I was like, oh, there's some in here. I was like, have the loo roll. And he was like, you sure you've got enough in there? He was like, just shout if you need any. I was like, as if I'm going to shout Brian Tatler to like chuck some loo roll over the cubicle. I was like, oh, will do. There was plenty of loo roll. Anyway, yeah. So, but he was lovely. He was like, just shout if you need any. He was lovely. And I told him, I didn't even know what to say to him. I was like, I'm a big fan of your band, by the way. That's all I said. Oh, he's like, oh, lovely. Yeah, lovely guy. Biff I didn't get to speak to, but I saw him in the queue, and that was enough for me, really. I was like, I'm in the presence of a legend. It's cool. Wild man, hello. How is it going? I'm a big fan. Yeah, what do you say? I don't know. Anyway, it was good. But I mean, playing Keep It True, I don't know whether any of you were there. We were present or on the live stream of Keep It True. It was, again, one of our bigger shows. I don't know whether it's like 3,000 cap venue, something like that. 4,000 cap maybe, I don't know, I'm guessing. The, whatever it's called, the Postal? No, that's Postal, that's in Hamburg. I don't know. Or is it a post hall? I don't know. Anyway, whatever the venue was, I forget these places that we've been, you know, honestly do. Anyway, Keep It True. It was, yeah, one of our biggest shows, and we blew 3 amps. Yeah. I don't want to get into it. It's just too, I don't want to relive that. It was like, oh, we were like doing air guitar to I Am Redeemed and stuff. So there's a few Keep It True stories, and there's some there's some Keep It True stories that we're going to keep to ourselves as well. Yeah, here we go. Alex is here. There was two. Well, yeah, we were too heavy for Keep It True with the amps, but there was also some Keep It True stories I think we are going to keep to ourselves. To be honest. Oh gosh, it was a bit of a crisis. We had to get up. I don't know whether you saw that picture of me like going like this to a piece of paper that said 3 a.m. transfer. I was like, because we were up. I think we ended up missing a band because we were like, well, when are we going to sleep? Because we didn't really sleep before the show because we had to get a really early flight, and we did the show, and then it was like 3 a.m. transfer. And so we got into the van with Paul Di'Anno's band. Not Paul Di'Anno, I think he did. Well, he was going to a different place because his band was from Finland. So we got into the band with the Paul Di'Anno's band. Some of us, I'm not going to tell that story. Anyway. Yeah, we tried to make the best of it. I mean, what else can you do? But it was one of those, I have a smile on my face, but I don't think this is funny. Yeah. Inside, I was like, why is this happening? Why? No. We put so much, we put a lot of prep. You know, it takes a lot of preparation. I mean, a lot of people, it goes without saying, you already know this, or particularly if you've been in a band, or really anything that, it doesn't have to be in a band to understand, like, the amount of preparation that goes into a show like that, and particularly when you put on extra rehearsals and you're trying to make sure everything's tip top, and you've got everything. There's so much to pack and organize, and even just down to the merchandise and making sure it's organized and it's all going to go well and counted and blah blah blah. Rolling up t-shirts, you know how it goes. And then you get there and you're like, oh, this was an opportunity to like do a really good job. Anyway, what can you do? We did make the best of it. I don't think the stage crew made the best of it. It's like, we couldn't really afford to, we didn't get enough money to pay for a guitar tech, so, because we wouldn't have made any money. But we probably should have had a guitar tech, because we did great on merch. It was a Spinal Tap moment. There was one moment, I think you can see it on the live stream. I know there's a picture. You saw a picture, and I'm like, with my arm like, gesturing to, where are you? There was a stage manager and then one or two tech guys. It was just like, I'm gesturing. One picture that just says it all. I need to find it actually. And I'm gesturing like, where are you? Why is the amp not fixed or changed? You have 4 JCM 800s. And then in the middle of the show, he was like, you broke my amps, man. I'm like, sorry, but like your stagehand put the amp into the wrong impedance into the cabinet, so it's not my fault. At least it didn't yell out, hello, Cleveland. Oh, that's like an ongoing joke every time we do a show, we're trying to find backstage. It's just like, someone will shout, usually me, hello, Cleveland. We did, yeah, we have to do that. We've done a few shows where we've wrapped up the guitars. We get the 2 guitar cases, wrap it up, and it counts as one luggage item. This is the sort of things we have to do to try and make sure we come out with a little bit of money. Is to like, right, we can't afford like another piece of luggage, because that's, with some airlines, it's like 150 quid for both ways or whatever. And we do this thing where if we sell merch, we put the empty suitcase, the smaller one, inside the bigger one. So we only pay for one suitcase one way and stuff like this. Because, like, as well as playing, like, it's our time and stuff. So and there's nothing wrong with being paid to play. And there's nothing, I think musicians should get paid. So we try as much as we can to save money. And we're Northerners and we don't like waste. So... if we can save a bit of money, we do that, if it's possible, if it's not too ridiculous. But we felt like wrapping up the guitars wasn't too ridiculous, so it's worth saving. Over a year, But someone, I think it was the guy at Portrait, was like, oh, you don't have to do it this way, but he wasn't particularly sober, so he wasn't able to explain to me what, he was saying there's some sort of like metal zip tie. You can I don't really, and I've Googled it and I can't work out what he's on about. Probably need to reach out to him and ask, that time of that show in Hamburg, you were trying to tell us that we didn't have to wrap up our guitars. Can you tell me what you mean? Because it will save us the hassle. Because after you've done a show and you're knackered and you've had a couple of beers and you're like, oh, we've got to wrap up the guitars. It's getting a bit old, actually. I did deliberately fall on the floor for comedic effect in that video. Yeah, that was me, wasn't it? I was like, and that was all. It was comedic effect / I am exhausted. That was Keep It True, wasn't it? Because we just not slept, and then we somehow kept going. Watched Paul Di'Anno, and then sort of some of us went. The sensible people. I'm not going to say who the sensible people are in the band. There's 2 of us. Went to bed for a few hours. The not so sensible people didn't go to bed. And we had a great time at that show, I'm telling you. Alex isn't saying anything. You're one of the sensible ones, aren't you, Alex? Oh dear. It was a great show though, wasn't it? If you haven't subscribed yet, this would be a good time to do so. Like and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. You should see on, depending on what you're watching it on, there should be a little thing with a bell that says, subscribed if you've subscribed. If not, and then you can click the bell. And then you can click personalized, none. Don't click unsubscribe. That wouldn't be good. I don't want to lose subscribers from doing these live streams. But you can click and then you can click what notifications you want. Just click all. It's probably a good idea. So, like and subscribe. There is a fan club. I don't know whether I've mentioned this. You can get exclusive merchandise. This year, you'll be getting free merchandise. And there's going to be new things, new exciting things that haven't fully been planned yet, but the planning has started. I'm doing a lot of stuff with the fan club and promoting it. I don't know if you've noticed. I've just been mentioning it. If you want to know where the link is, it's here in the chat, but it's also in the little description box. You can just click the blue link. But there you go. Check it out. What have you got to lose? Just click it and see what it says. There will be half the press. There will be new fan club tiers. So there'll be like 3 tiers. Tears for Fears. That's not what they're going to be called, but anyway. There's going to be 3 fan club tiers, and they're going to give you different things. But again, the planning has started. A lot of the planning has been done. I just need to get it going. But the first thing is we have these fan club pin badges, and everyone's going to get one. And people who join will get one too. So consider it, because you'll be guaranteed one. There's 100 of them on their way from China, so consider that. Hello from South Carolina. Greetings, welcome. Maybe you can tour with Tears for Fears one day. I can't remember the last time I listened to them. I mean, it's like I probably know about 2 songs. Anyway, where were we up to? Well, I only wrote a list of gigs. Wytch Hazel news is all I wrote down. What's the news? Well, you might have heard the murmurings, apart from shows, international shows. I'm sure there'll be more even before the month's out. But there will be, as well as shows and as well as fan club developments, there will be a new Wytch Hazel album. I don't know whether you've seen us sort of hinting or mentioning that. I think we mentioned it at the end of year post. I don't know, social media post. But there's going to be a new album this year. So that's, we are hoping to release that at the middle of this year. That's hot off the press. Well, hey, and make sure. Whoa, new album. If you didn't know, there's a new album coming. So, how many people knew that? I'm interested. How many people knew there was new music coming, and how many people didn't know there was new music coming? Because that will give me an idea of how much social media reach we're getting. I've mentioned it sort of a few times, but I was looking for enthusiasm, and I got it. How many? 2 people didn't know. Dan looks like he knew. Wow, people didn't know. Knew already. Yeah, he thought, yeah, well, you've heard it here. There's a whole new album coming. I mean, yeah, albums is generally what we do. There's a new album. It's coming. Oh, nice. Oh, gosh, really? It's been more tax than the record's cost. Oh, gosh. That's horrible. But if you bought from it depends when you bought, to be honest, actually. We have a warehouse in Lithuania. So if you're within the EU, non-UK, is it anything to do with the European Union? Well, it is, but if you're in the rest of Europe and you order from our Bandcamp, you should order from, well, it should be relatively obvious where it's coming from. I think it should say Lithuania warehouse or don't, you know, UK orders only or something. And then, yeah, so you've got it, yeah. So yeah, if you're in Europe, you order from the Lithuania store. We now have distribution with Metal Blade Records. So when you buy from our Bandcamp and you're a US customer, should I call you a customer? Fan? You're all fan customers. I was thinking like you're buying something, so you're a customer. If you're a US fan and you're buying a record, it will come from Metal Blade. So it should be US postage, which when I've looked at it, it doesn't look too expensive, US postage. Quite cheap. You can also buy merchandise which is printed within. So we've got merchandise which is printed within the US, merchandise which is printed within Europe, non-UK, and you can get merchandise which is printed in the UK. Now that's on wytchhazel.com/merch. And on our Bandcamp, you can, there are shirts as well. Our record label sells records and then like the album design. So you can get a Sojourn shirt, a Pentecost shirt, something like that. I think we've still got stock of We'll Be Strong. But anyway, there you go. Oh yeah, gosh, yeah, you must have ordered from wherever. I think Bandcamp, like Metal Blade haven't got t-shirts that you can buy from within the US. But we've solved as many problems as we physically can. It is a cool t-shirt, that We'll Be Strong design, isn't it? It came from that poster we did with Seven Sisters of our album release show. It happened to be on St. George's Day and it ended up being an immense poster, which I actually need to put into the merch store. I've just remembered, it's on my to-do list. I want it as a poster. But anyway, it's a cool t-shirt. Oh, $6.50 postage. Oh, that's not too bad. It's such a cool t-shirt. Oh, nice. Oh, you bought the Iron Dean patch. Nice one. I mean, I'm excited about Muscle Rock. I'm trying to gear myself. I don't want to gear myself up too much because we're playing Muscle Rock on the Saturday, and there's bands that I'm thinking, I really hope that you play on the Saturday so I can see that band, because I'm not able to be there on the Friday. On the Sunday, bands don't play, do they? No, they don't. So it's just Friday and Saturday night. So we've been Muscle Rock how many times now? Don't know. But it's just nice with the current lineup after so many years to get back to Muscle Rock, really. Oh yes, any details? And thanks everyone who's talking about merch there for buying our merch. Honestly, I can't thank you enough, because all of this stuff makes a big difference. Like anyone it doesn't matter whether you've ordered like one patch or you're a fan club member and you have the entire collection, it's super appreciated. Or even if you just like a regularly stream on Spotify, it's good. It means a lot. So thank you, everybody. Any details about the new album you want to tell us early? Well, any details? Well, it's gonna be out unless something unless something really goes wrong, which in the world of Wytch Hazel, then I don't know. I don't believe in jinxing it, I'm just being realistic. But unless something goes horribly wrong, it should be out within the middle of this year. We haven't got, like I'd love to say, here's the schedule, here's the release schedule, and here's a release date, but I don't have it yet, so I can't say that. But it's gonna be great, that's all I can say. Done my best. You're probably gonna love it. I think it's good. we're all enjoying it. Tomorrow night we've got our first rehearsal where we are kind of getting the songs ready for a live context, like how we're gonna, what's the arrangement, who's doing what, sort of thing, like non-studio. You feel like it's like a different rehearsal. When you go in and doing rehearsals for the studio, it's kind of, we're like, right, let's make sure when we're playing together that everything's tight and it's just the basic chords and everything gets added on top. Whereas if you're doing it live, it's like, who's doing what lead? Are we going to do twin lead here? And, you know, those bits get overdubbed in the studio. So I'm excited about tomorrow night. Just got the We'll Be Strong shirt. Absolutely. Oh, amazing. Thank you. It's a cool shirt. You can get it from wytchhazel.com/merch if you didn't know already. Wild man, hello. There's a hand. Ooh, reconnecting. Loved the split you did with Spell. Chain Yourself as a great track. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, I'm getting like emails. I'm like looking at the screen, it's like, oh, there's a message. Oh, there's an email. Faye's here. How are you doing, love? And now Spell are awesome. Oh, yeah, Spell at Muscle Rock. Very exciting. Is there a fan club still? Yes, there is. You can get this. You can get this. And yes, there is a fan club. I mean, I spent probably the first 10 minutes of this live stream saying, by the way, did you know? I'm doing like a casual. That doesn't actually work with this. If it was on the side, that would be a product placement. But yeah, join the fan club. £5 or however much you want to contribute. Casual shilling. That's me. That's exactly what I do. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like a hustler, yeah. I thought that's what it was. I used to Google words because I have like a limited vocabulary, and then words just get pushed out, and I have to, like, well, I know, it's like the shell of the word is there, and then I have to remember what it means. I can't, unfortunately. We have to line our ducks up, as, I don't know who says that. Someone says that. We will line our ducks up, and then we'll be like, bang, here's the name of the album. Here's the release date. Here's a release schedule. Let's do it. And then, because a lot of bands are like, oh, new music coming soon. I'm like, I'm writing a song. And then like 2 years later, the album's released, and people are like, I'm tired of spent so long waiting. Whereas, I mean, it's hard, like, because what I'd like to do, which I can't really do, because it's working with a record label, it's kind of like you can't like say, here, fan club, have a listen to everything, because a lot of, particularly, I mean, I know I'm talking about the fan club, but as an example, the fan club are the sort of people who were like super committed, and they were like, I'll hear a demo. And which, by the way, that's one of the benefits of the fan club. You get to hear the demos. I'll hear like a rough thing, and I'll hear it warts and all, and they're just interested in, because that's what I'd be like if I joined like the Ian Anderson fan club. I'd be like, I want to hear what you're working on. I want to hear everything. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I try and do. I imagine like, what would I want if I was in Jethro Tull fan club? And then I just try and do that, basically. So. But I can't really do that because a record label has got a hand in it. So if I say, here you go, fan club, and then no one would do this. They really wouldn't. But if they did, it's always that potential risk. Then leaked a recording or then it kind of like, it would kind of, you get what I'm saying. It would lose its, well, it's like being released without, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? It loses its pizzazz, doesn't it? And it also, yeah, the impact is lessened, isn't it? There's probably a way of saying what I want to say that I can't think of right now. Someone else will be able to say. But it loses its impact, doesn't it? Whereas a fan club, it's kind of, you're serving their needs. Whereas, particularly, I'm mainly talking about people who have not heard of Wytch Hazel before. So, you know, obviously we want more fans. So when you release singles, we sometimes draw new fans. So it's kind of like, line your ducks up and go, bang, right, there's a new album, and we're like, do adverts and try and get magazine features and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, that's why we tend to kind of leave it and just go, right, let's promote the album. Let's just do a period of heavy promotion because we want new fans, want to spread the message, spread the word about Wytch Hazel, and we want to have more fans, which is pretty obvious. I suppose it goes without saying. Every band wants more fans. We'd love to hear Surrender put on an album and thought it was a Japanese exclusive track for Prelude, but it was just left off. Yeah, I mean, it was originally, that was a plan for it to be a Japanese bonus track, but it was, I don't fully understand how that, I mean, I understand that it's so that they buy the Japanese records. But I don't understand, I'm pretty sure we have worldwide distribution, but I don't know whether it includes Japan. I mean, they can buy it, but I think there's like a separate thing that goes on. Someone else will probably know. I don't fully understand, but I think because we didn't have that doorway into it, then it wasn't necessary. It got put on a charity compilation. And I think it was for the Grenfell fire victims that it went towards. Something like that. It's a Bad Omen Records. Our record label do charity things periodically. We always, obviously, want to get involved with that. But yeah, it was mixed a bit strangely, that record, the Surrender release. I don't know whether it's been lost or something, but anyway. Yeah, they are, to be honest. I mean, but record labels get a bad rap, but we're very lucky, basically. We have a good record label. Bit slow, sometimes. Sorry, Will, if you're watching. Sometimes it's a bit slow. I like to move at 100 miles an hour, you see. So I'm like, let's go, 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 go. But normal people don't move at that speed. So I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I want to move. So sometimes things take longer than I want them to take. And sometimes that's because that's just how long it takes. You haven't always got the resources, have you, I suppose. But on the whole, we're very fortunate. We've been very lucky. So that's cool. I did work 100 miles per hour around the house today, actually, love. It's almost time to restart. I'm not restarting. Yeah, I set this for 9:05, so wait an hour. I don't want to wait an hour. I want to wait till the time that I said. I've scheduled my computer to restart. I know, I thought you were. I do my bit around the house. I was going 100 miles an hour today, to be fair. As teacher started work early as well, so I literally was non-stop today. Hey Keith, how's it going? Did you know there's a fan club, Keith? I don't know if I've mentioned this to you. Yeah, I suppose it does actually. Yeah, Surrender is a little bit more of a. It definitely sounds different than the Surrender on the demo. Well, a lot of stuff sounds different. I don't know why I did that. I don't even want that. No one does that. I'm going to start doing that. Different. But anyway. How is it going, Keith? You all right? We're just talking about Surrender, the re-recording from the Prelude sessions. It's got a bit more punch. Well, it's definitely got more punch than the demo. It wasn't really hard probably to do that. There is one performance in Germany this year already confirmed, but I don't think I can. I'm just going to Google it. If they've announced, then I'll tell you. One sec. I don't think they've announced. Give me a second. I'm just on their website now. But yeah, there is a gig in Germany in the month of August. That's all I can say until... What is this website? I don't want to give too much away. Facebook? What's going on? What is this? Okay. Give me a second and I will tell you. You're not being pushy, by the way, at all. If someone asks me about a show and is genuinely interested, that's exactly what we want. We want people to come to our shows. So don't feel like you're being pushy. This doesn't work. Oh, okay. I'm getting very confused. Give me a second. Nearly there. We have not been announced. Sorry. It's like a contractual thing, by the way. It says it in the, every time we do a gig, we have a contract. So it's not even just courtesy, it's, Oh yes, Keith, so there isn't a release date or a release schedule. But if everything goes well, nothing goes horribly wrong, then we should have an album fully released by the middle of this year. I haven't got a date. Yeah, so that we have we are playing this show in Germany in August, but I can't announce that we are playing it because they haven't announced it. So we have to, well actually they like us to synchronize our announcement. So when the festival announces, we should also try and announce around the same sort of time. But anyway, so middle of this year, new Wytch Hazel album. It's taken a long time. Yeah, it took took longer to write because I wrote another album and then put it on the back burner and then wrote this one. So I wrote two, actually. I did a side project. And I've got an unreleased side project, an album that's been put to one side, and then wrote this Wytch Hazel album, which is being released this year. So that's why it's been longer than usual. If I'd have just written a new Wytch Hazel album, it would have been out last year, to be honest. But, you know, such is life, eh? It's been the whole thing has been a great process. But anyway. Oh, you saw us in Sheffield. Oh, that's cool. How you doing, Mike? Are you okay? But anyway, I'm sure it shouldn't be too long. I probably should chase up about that show because we have been confirmed for it for a few months or so now. Loafbringer. Yeah, I did enjoy that. That was prime social media content. There we go. Yep, not announced, fortunately. Cool. Living the dream. Derry was fun. It's a fun show. Very fun. Oh, that was a bit. That was a show where we nearly missed the show. We missed the flight. We are still in the process of. We've escalated the whole EasyJet thing. I mean, it's probably the same with every airline, but they don't want to pay up when it's their fault. I'm not going to go into it because it's just tiring. But basically, we have to wait 90 days. I think we're about a few weeks into no, probably a month into this now. We've got to wait 90 days for the final decision from the mediator who mediates the process. Bearing in mind, like, what we're in January, and we submitted this document in like July. No, was it? Yeah, the gig was in June. We didn't get anywhere. No, it must have been August. But yeah, anyway. Was Santa kind to me? Yes. I got some really nice stuff, actually. It was good. Was Santa kind to you, Keith? I got this. I mean, it seems like a really simple thing. Like, probably not particularly expensive, but Faye got me this sleep. You know, like posh people have them in the films. A sleep mask. It's like I feel like I sleep so much better. So I sleep with this like sleep mask every night. It's great. You all know what a sleep mask is. I don't need to do that. Yeah, so it's really like silk. It's like silk, soft. Did you not get me that? I don't know who got me. Santa got me it, obviously. And they're like, yeah, I got like sleep products because that's like a hobby of mine. I love sleeping. Have you tracked down an original pressing of Somewhere in Time yet? No. I don't even think I actually have that record, which is a bit mad. I mean, I've heard it, but I don't have the record. I have a very small record collection, actually, to be honest. It's been a mad few years. I mean, it's been a mad year, hasn't it? I mean, it's been a year since... Yeah, it'd be too unreasonably expensive record that. You could probably have a quick look. I don't know. I'll make a guess. How much would an original... I don't know much about records. Original pressing of Somewhere in Time. I'm going to say 300 quid, 500 quid. Don't know. Maybe it's more. Am I like way under, way over? Well, not way over. I don't think I'm way over. You have Soundhouse tapes? Gosh, you have Soundhouse tapes? Goodness me, that's expensive. That's probably more. Is that more expensive? I would have thought so. Original Soundhouse tapes. Gosh. Wow. Do you play them much, or you just... I don't think I'd be scared to play that. But it sounds good though, doesn't it? In the room, sound. That's special, that is. Tasty. That's a tasty record. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Well, yes, yeah, you've got to. I mean, I got to the stage where I had a few original new wave of British heavy metal records. I was like, I had Bashful Alley, 7-inch. I was like, I got the High Roller re-release to play because I don't want to wear out my 7-inch. So I want to keep it nice. I had Mendes Prey and stuff like that. But there you go. It's good to have a coffee. I mean, coffee? Coffee. It's good to have a coffee as well. But I do listen to a lot of music in the car when I have the time. I didn't have a Virtue We Stand to Fight. I did want it, though. But anyway, folks, I'm going to wind down now. I'm sorry if you've just joined. But it's 9 o'clock and I'm up at about 6 tomorrow. It's great. It's a great release. It's so, like... I don't know what the word is, but it's so, it's like messy sounding, but it's gold. Oh, man, yes. Self-titled Angel Witch, I mean, what a classic. I mean, many of you will know, but our record label is essentially a person, rather than, people think a label. It's an independent label, which is a one-man operation, which is Will Palmer, who is the bassist of Angel Witch. So if you didn't know, now you do. Who also signed Ghost when he worked for Rise Above Records. So he's got good taste, I think. Signed Ghost, signed Wytch Hazel. He's obviously open to ideas. I know he's still there. I'm getting these emails like, you've left this in your cart, and I'm like, I've deliberately left it in my cart to see if you'll give me a discount. These emails. No, he's still in. There's still a Bad Omen Records. He's just in Angel Witch and runs a record label. There you go, now you do. I did play with Angel Witch once, yeah. I did one show in, I want to say Alicante. No, it wasn't Alicante. Where did I play? In Spain. Somewhere in Spain. I can't remember. It was Leyendas del Rock. The Darkness were headlining. I saw the Darkness. They were great. I only saw a few songs, and then we had to get back in the van and then go back to the hotel. Just a ship in, ship out situation, which is kind of how it is, really. But yeah, it was amazing, actually. It's one of my favourite things I've done musically, play a show with Angel Witch. It was fabulous. And Alan French was on drums for that show, and he's a monster player, so that was great, just to play with those musicians, really. And then just to be like, I don't know, it's a bit surreal, like Kevin Hayborn is there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to step over and do a twin lead with Kevin Hayborn. It's like, what is going on? That was a moment. Anyway, folks, I did say I was winding down. You got me talking about Angel Witch. I love Angel Witch. But if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. And if you didn't know, there's a Wytch Hazel fan club. Please join the fan club. You can get cool merchandise. There is extra merchandise on its way to all current and new fan club members. So you don't have to be a new customer. Do you know that thing that the banks do? Like, only for new customers. For existing and new fan club members, you will be getting a official fan club pin badge. And there's going to be stuff on its way, so don't worry. New so Keith, you haven't mentioned this. I need to mention it on the I'm so like chaotic, as you already know. But I need to put it on the fan club chat room that there's going to be, hot off the press, there's going to be three fan club tiers with different benefits and things like that. Just to basically give people more options and rinse more money out of you all. That's essentially what it is. Because I want to do music full time, so fan club are doing what they're doing. So thanks everyone. My computer's just restarted anyway, so what does this say? Chat viewing options. Oh, I can see the chat here anyway. So thanks for coming. Streaming is back on weekly every Monday at, someone's got to foot the bill, yeah. I want to be like a full-time musician, so, and the fan club people are very generous. So I feel like, don't say that, Keith. But yeah, the fan club are very generous, so I'm doing more stuff. I want to kind of, like, it does come from a place I've wanted to give back, but, you know, I want to provide for my family, and I want to do music, and so money is needed. That's all there is to say. It's one of those things, I don't know why I get, like, why do British people get awkward around money? I'm not really that awkward around money. But this is probably a subject for another time, because I want to go home and go to bed. So thanks for coming. Next live stream, we'll be talking about finance, how to manage your finances. I'm going to be teaching you how to hustle. Wear the t-shirts, drink the mugs, hustle like Colin. I'm going to be Andrew Tate. Now he's in prison. I'm going to be the... It's me next. This is how you hustle. You get more tears on your fan club. You need to get up earlier. Don't eat breakfast. Oh gosh, that guy. Anyway, so thanks for coming. I'd never know how to end. I'm just going to end the stream. So thanks everyone. Join the fan club. Subscribe. You're all amazing. I've had a great time. So welcome back everybody. See you next week. 8 p.m. GMT. Over and out. Where's the cross button?